Day 1.
Happy birthday to me. It's 12/24. And we got in trouble.
Well, see what happens. Dan here. Biloxi bound. We're just getting fuel oil. This thing kicked off. Newburn's got 7 on a trailer because he's a bit of a fairy. Doesn't want to drive his stuff. I don't know why. We were supposed to leave first thing this morning, 9 o'clock. We showed up at 11. Dave showed up at like 1, and now it's 3:30, 4 o'clock maybe. And it's like a 5.5 hour drive. So Biloxi bound. Hopefully our hotel's still there. And we're ready to count on the miles. Drive until we get there. So Newburn, who doesn't need gas, is the holdup. That guy. I don't even know what to say. So we'll continue waiting. First pee break. Someone should wash this thing. Never. So yeah, just getting a couple of snacks. Still going. I don't know. We made it. We're in just outside Montgomery, Alabama. So in an hour and a half we can go or something like that. So 3.5, 4 hours left. So I think we're going to jam for another 45 minutes or so. Hour, fill up with some fuel. We're going to put a little air in the back. The air is leaked out. It rides nice, but it's just with all the extra gear now, extra passenger, and then that supercharger and all that. There's well, if I do the math, so the supercharger's probably like 50 pounds with Danny in there.
So it's 53 pounds.
Hey, excuse me, I need to interrupt you here.
Well, Mr. Newburn,
You just posted said my car was a trailer queen.
It's on a trailer.
I know this, but we have to shoot an episode with it, and it has to be there in one piece. So I can't risk it not being there. If it wasn't for that, you know I drive my car. So I'm just going to clarify that because that hurt me a little bit.
Good. I'm glad. I hope it does. Chase is towing his too. Wusses, all y'all.
You know what?
You can't build something that'll make it 2,000 miles. Why even build it? Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. You don't trust your stuff. You can admit it. It's okay. All right, back on the road.
I still love you, Dave.
made her to Biloxi. We just checked in. And now we're gonna go, I guess, like something to eat maybe, go see the cars. There's cars everywhere, it's ridiculous. Just big blower cars and stuff. But it's like, it's kind of like Vegas. So maybe we're gonna go rip up and down the strip real quick. Maybe we'll run the camera a little. It's nighttime, unfortunately, so we'll see what happens tomorrow, but there's stuff everywhere. But we're hungry. So I guess we're like downtown-ish Biloxi. Newburn's driving like an absolute dink.
Yeah, this is so weird. It is like Vegas.
That's cool. I like it. McDonald's, good to know. I like the only hot rods, or little hot rods.
Oh, look at that.
Disturbance. I think Lucky might have rubbed off on him in power tour there.
Well, you have to be gentle. We still have to drive this thing all the way back.
Who cares? Someone has a trailer.
We'll make a friend.
Yeah. It's really cheaper to tow it. Way more fun. Day one.
Happy birthday to me. It's 12/24. And we got in trouble.
Well, see what happens.
Sorry, we're trying to be a little sneaky here. The officer's being real cool.
He's super cool.
He's really impressed that we came from Canada.
He's running the license. I guess he's having some issues with that since it's out of country. So far, Biloxi's been okay. Fingers crossed. It's gonna get us on our way, he said. We'll see what happens here. The trip might have been expensive here.
Please buy t-shirts.
I think both these guys got tickets. You guys want to compare tickets?
Yeah, let's compare tickets.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we all got reckless driving.
Yeah, I got reckless driving.
I got nothing.
No, you're lying. You better be lying.
That's bullshit.
We got a warning.
You provoked that shit.
No.
You did a full. You mean to tell me?
You went further than anybody.
I started it. You won't get us arrested. They said if we do it again, we don't get towed.
Next morning, we got the Outlaws here. These guys are bad influences. Danny's driving, so there's no more tickets for me all week. I did actually get one, but sorry about that, boys. Anyway, we got this thing all dialed together. They're a little angry.
No, we're fine. Hey, the cars didn't get impounded. We didn't go to jail. I'm not complaining at all.
Almost.
Almost.
Out of all the things that we did last night, if we just got caught the one time, I'm good with that.
So we were having some spirited driving last night, and Newbern egged me on. I was trying not to. I didn't want to do it. Anyways, we take off, and as it turns out, there was a cop right there. Newbern was not paying attention. We got pulled over by it must have been like 4 or 5 cop cars, whatever. There's a bunch of them. So they were behind me, and we got pulled over, and anyway, it's going bad. Taking forever. Well, they were having a lot of issues running the license, the old Canadian license, which worked out to our benefit. So they got their tickets like lickety-split. And they're waiting on me thinking that I'm going to have a real problem.
Because you had a lot more cops. I had one cop come up. I mean, he just laid into me, handed me my ticket. It was over and done within 3 minutes. We sat there for 15 minutes waiting on you because I thought, man, is he in handcuffs up there? What's going on? Because they were all blocking me. I couldn't see you, so.
Anyways, the guy comes back up and goes, have yourself a good afternoon. Try and keep her together. And I was out. Well, I got back here and he had a few tickets.
Poor Chase got a ticket for guilty by association.
Chase was doing nothing.
He wasn't even involved.
I do feel bad.
He was behind us.
The poor Texan really got, yeah. He was behind us. Well, he should have been in front. Let's learn today.
I'm gonna be in front of you.
Leader of the pack.
That sounds great.
So this thing's all dialed together. I did reprogram the fans. So John, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, buddy. But so the idea is these fans kick on based on temperature, so they go up and down. And I have them kicked on basically so they're at like 165 degrees. They're full power all the time. We're gonna be in the heat, stop and go traffic. I want the fans on. I took one throttle spring out. I think it should be fine. They had double in there. It was a little touchy. But the carburetors are all fine. So there's a spot down at the, it's Sunday, so there's, what's it called? The boardwalk? What are they calling it? I forget. Block party. There's a block party. Leslie's got a few spots, so we're gonna head down there and have some food, look at some cars, try try not to get pulled over. So we're on the main drag. The ocean's on that side, which is fantastic. And there's all these kind of cool little houses over here. And well, there's a bunch of police over there. We met them. Because we're just kind of in a little down spot here. We're going to go into a little city and there's people all over the road. So, or on the side of the road giving you a thumbs up and everything's pretty cool. But head to the block party, we'll kind of show us a cruising in there. Apparently it's pretty jammered. So we're trying to get into this block party. It's like stop and go traffic. Newburn is overheating. We have to shut it off. 180. Those fans, I'm telling you, it doesn't even matter what they cost. I know there's a wait. I know they're not cheap. But when you're in Cruisin The Coast and you just spent, I don't know how many hundreds, thousands of dollars to get down here, and you can't get in the show because it's overheating, you're gonna be upset. But I think we're gonna do like we'll do like a Delta count. How many cars we see overheating? One Delta,
One no Delta,
So that's a big honking rat in that thing, but you don't have the night good fan. So we're kind of waiting around here, see what we got going on, see if we can get a spot. Hopefully we can worm our way in there. Well, we're just leaving the block party. It was hot there.
hot.
But thanks for having stopped by. It was pretty awesome. Now we got to go to the parts store. Newburn needs a few things, so is Chase, and
We don't.
I might get a quart of oil, just like we feel like part of the team. I want to get a cola.
Oh gosh, do I want a Diet Coke?
Cola would be good. And then we're gonna go back to the hotel, and we're actually just gonna cool off in the pool, or so it gets like lava hot outside. And then I think we're gonna wrench in the car tonight. Newburn's stuff's overheating, so we gotta try and make a shroud or do something like that. Chase has no brake lights.
Terror on the coast.
All sorts of stuff out there. So I don't know, maybe we'll film a little bit as we're driving. We see some cool cars, but it is bananas traffic. Like just stop and go. But we're doing good. All right, so pulled into the old O'Reilly's because the trailer queens need a little bit of maintenance. Chase has no brake lights and the brake fluid is down, and he had to borrow tools. We need our trunk key back for him. Don't let him take that. And then Newburn is having overheating issues, so he's got this fancy Griffin radiator, which I'm sure is working great. The problem is it's got a Scamazon fan on it with no shroud, and it just can't keep cool when he's stuck in traffic. And it is bumper to bumper traffic, so I don't blame him. So it's a heated day. We're going to kind of I think go back to the hotel, play some arcade games, and let it kind of cool off for a bit. Of course, we came by and we had to get the essentials. They have to glass bottle Cokes, so I got one of those. And actually, I bought a Lucas transmission out of it because I like Lucas, and this thing is it's got a bit of a transmission leak. And since I don't have a funnel, it'll be easier just to kind of put it in there and be done with it. But yeah, running good. Look at that, there's not a drop in the overflow. Cooling system is important, as it turns out, but I'm gonna hang out in the shade here a little bit. There's cars everywhere. It's been a good day, and I'm sure it'll be an even better evening. So we'll see you back at the hotel probably later on when we're wrenching on some stuff, because that's kind of fun. Oh, hi. We got a bit of a tire scrub issue. So I'll see, we're gonna do alignment. And I want to just make it a bit of funny noise. I just want to jack this one side up and shake the wheel. Make sure it's
That's my tape right there.
oh.
But you need another kind of tape. I need tape. I need like actual tape. Well, it's just
You're so gentle with it.
A little bit of play in it. I'm sure it's probably.
You got any 2-inch wide tape, Dave?
I got, yeah. What do you think of this, Newburn?
That's not good enough for you? A little loosey-goosey. Probably go up one tooth on the bearing.
The wheel bearing, yeah. Yeah. I'll give it a once over.
Did you go up one little tooth?
Does anyone have an electric impact?
I do. Let me grab it, bud.
Whew, don't even look at me.
I just about had to.
I have to set of Allen wrenches.
Is that where's your carburetor linkage? That you stole from someone else? Is it tape in the toolbox? Well, so we have a shroud by the foot.
There you go.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot happening in this parking garage right now.
I like how you marked where to cut the hole for the scoop, but didn't use those marks but left them there.
Well, I did that, and as I was eyeballing, I'm like, it's too wide. You know what this needs? ½ inch less. But you know what else I did, Dave?
You could have rounded the corner. You could have got
I planned the build right to the end so it would run cool.
Oh. Did that?
It's be gentle.
Yeah, 3/4 or 19. You got either of those? I got sockets too.
I just can't see, but it's dark.
Yeah, you have. Thanks, man.
You know what?
Well, we'll just do this real quick. Then we're going to you're going to flat ground. We're going to check the alignment. So there's a little bit of play in the front. Well, for whatever reason, the toe was out to lunge. So I don't know. I thought when I did on the front end, I just did one Heim at a time. So I thought I didn't even test it. We drove all the way here. It actually drove fine, I will say. I thought the steering wheel was a little different, but whatever. So anyways, I marked the box when I put this thing in, so I lined the box up center, got the one wheel squared up, and then the other one I had to do a fair bit of adjustment actually. We got, I don't know, maybe a little over an 1/8 toe in now, which we had before was a ridiculous amount, and it was turned sideways. So the tires were scrubbing pretty bad, which I didn't even really, like, it didn't feel weird when we were driving it, which was crazy. And I had it up, there's a little bit of play. I thought it was a wheel bearing, but it looks like the kingpin. And I just have my feeler gauges, and it could use another shim or two, so, but I don't have a shim or two. I thought I brought them, but I didn't. So we're gonna say it's fine, and that's the end of it. It won't fall apart. It might just kind of shake around or where the tires are a little funny. And it seems like even though there's play on both, the one side's a little funny. But I guess maybe the toe could have done that. It was all out for lunch. We're also, it seems like it's funny, but we're on a bit of an angle here in the parking garage, and all sorts of stuff. So we'll drive it later or tomorrow or whatever and kind of carry on. But I think we're doing okay. Chase gave us step approval. And really, we only got to make it like 500 miles to Dave's house. Not even 300 miles, 400 miles for Dave's place. At the end of the week, after we do a little bit of driving here. And we could, so I talked Speedway, we could send all the stuff over and rebuild the parking lot, but I'd rather not do that. So we're just going to say it's fine, I'll order the parts, and we'll do it at Dave's in the future. Or forget about it and drive it home.
Yeah, the only thing I've changed is just the blower.
So Newbern had put a new fan on this thing with a custom shroud, 2 inch by whatever it has to be, by the you know, charged by the foot. So that'll be convenient. You're ready to go tomorrow, eh?
I'm ready to
Are you taking for a ride tonight, or just gonna do? She's good.
I'm going somewhere. I want to watch some hot rods do some burnouts, and I'm not doing the burnouts.
Are we just gonna go like front of the parking lot here?
I think so.
Yeah, she's watching hot rods. I don't want to go for a long drive or nothing like that. I've learned my lesson on that.
We could put a chair here, save a spot, drive this in front of the parking lot, go watch some burnouts, and just come right back. Let's do that.
I'm in. I'll get Chase going. Okay, so we got this thing most back together. I just went for a ride around the parking garage, but the wheels are much straighter. The camber kind of figured itself out. I was worried about it, but it's fine. I must have just been parked on this hill and all that. And as I recall, the steering wheel was crooked when I drove down, and it was different after I changed things at Newbern's. So because I had my hand just comfortable, I remember my thumb was right in this little crevice, and it was not the case. So this is back to how it was. And yeah, I think what we're gonna do is maybe just go hang out on the main drag, watch some cars go by, just kind of in the hotel parking lot. Newbern caught and all that, they got to work tomorrow, and we actually have to get up super early and go register because we didn't do that because we don't do those things as it turns out. So we'll do that. Maybe I'll edit this video up tonight and then just kind of put a few short ones out this week. It's the plan, but there we go. So don't go drag racing. If you're watching this video and you're coming to Cruisin' Coast, do not race in the street. They do not find it amusing. And we'll see you around there. Feel free to come by, hang out, you know, judge the car, whatever you got to do. Met a bunch of people today. It was awesome. We're going to try and be better with posting where we're going to be if we can, but we're definitely going to try and hit up all the spots for Cruisin' the Coast. Apparently, if you go to all the different towns, you get stamped and you can win a car. That'd be pretty sweet. Just leave this one down here.
Yeah, I got to figure it out. Now I'm going to try to figure out that overdrive. Why it keeps shifting here.
I got a small flathead. If you want to adjust a couple of mechanical screws or whatever to get this thing going. as per usual, waiting on the trailer queens. Way she goes, so we're gonna get registered. We gotta put the mobilizer back in. And then we're gonna get a little brunch. Chase City's paying. Whatever we want. I want steak and eggs. So hopefully we'll get back on the road if this newfangled hot rod will do whatever it's supposed to do. Pretty sure all we gotta do is hook the battery up and hook the cable up and adjust the seat for Danielle to drive. In panic. So we left the hotel at 10:30. It's where's the time here? 11:30. It's been non-stop creeping idle. We're going 4 miles an hour.
We're almost out of gas.
We're almost out of fuel. Danny didn't really plan for that one. But it's charging, it has oil pressure, and it's staying cool. People are driving with their hoods up, pulling over, dropping like flies, so cooling system's by far the most important.
So we're in line, and someone shouts at us, "You want to buy a shirt?" So, hey.
How are these all organized?
Which one does he want? Nomads are all on top, and they're all by size. What size do you need?
2X.
Is that it? Look at that. It was meant for them.
We got snacks.
Don't drop those drinks.
Yeah, you got the throttle modulation's a little rough with Danny. We'll figure it out. So that's the main entrance to the event. This is where we're going. It's fine. Totally fine. Why would you have a lifted car if you're not going to do lifted car stuff?
I'm basically a Jeep.
Yeah, you are doing Jeep things. Other people are parked here, so I think it's 100% fine. So we're just going to park and walk into the stuff I got going on here. Cup holders would have been an idea. We're going to go walk in and get all checked in and stuff. We should be good. So we drove in, and we were the only people here, and then a few people started taking a few of our ideas. So now it looks like Danny has to back this hot rod out. No pressure, no pressure. You got it under control. Just we'll make sure we film it for the world to see.
Why did this guy park like that?
Oh, Chase just parked like that. Oh, you're good. Fire it up. That's embarrassing, and it's on camera. You got it. What are you doing?
Turn it on.
What's the problem here? Hot. You gotta hold it or something here. Something's not happening. Got ourselves a situation. Fire it up again. Crank it. dead holes there. She's missing a few holes here, so we're gonna slap a set of plugs in it. I don't know what happened there. It was running fine, but maybe just sitting in all that traffic and then stopping. She ain't happy, so it's missing on like 3. So we'll put in 8 and call her a day. We get some lunch. I changed the plugs in kind of Bucky's just cuz they weren't even that bad. And then that's it. A set of plugs on the way here.
Hey,
Oh, yeah. And this will fix all our problems. I think it was a pack of 10. How many more you need?
3. That's it.
That's it.
I'm on my last one. Was it a pack of 10?
Gap or not a counter?
Well, it's 8. I have 8. Sorry, Danny, you have to remind me.
So, problem not solved.
It's got to be something though, because it's got no fuel pressure. It should be holding some, so it's obviously dumping gasoline some way, somehow. Let's keep taking it apart until we find the problem. How this even ran.
Oh?
So I changed a set of carburetor gases. We had it was leaking, the accelerator pump was leaking when we were at New Burns. So I threw a new set of gaskets in it. I did everything. I originally had a loose screw on the one accelerator pump, just on a little diaphragm. I tightened it up, still leaked. I was like, well, everything looked fine, everything's brand new. I was like, you know what, screw it, we were leaving the next day, so I just put all new gaskets the whole way across. And the gaskets are different with the accelerator pump thing from what I had and what I put on. I didn't really eyeball it too good, shocker. So it had no accelerator pump, which was weird. It still drove fine. So obviously it must have been dripping fuel out of that somehow, but it made it. Like, we drove around New Burns for 2 days. I don't know how many miles it from New Burns here. It's got to be 300 miles, something like that.
Yeah.
300 miles been on the highway. It ran the last 2 or 3 days.
We've driven over 100 since we've been here.
100 miles in Biloxi. We sat on the road idling for an hour. We went and got fuel, came here, shut it off, registered, go to fire it up, and it was just dumping fuel, wouldn't run. I don't know. I changed the gasket back and it has fixed itself. So it doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand that. So of course now the tune-up's all kind of out to lunch, so I leaned it out a little. We'll see how it runs. It likes to be on the richer side, so it's a little bit lean right now, but we'll see. We're going for lunch. We'll deal with this later, after lunch. Well, thanks for helping out, boys. I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we made it back to the hotel, had a little bit of lunch. Everything was good there. I just played the carburetors a little bit more. I still can't believe this thing even ran with the way I had this together, but so be it. Anyways, kind of had to, when I changed the gasket back, we had to richen it up a little bit, which it's okay. It's back to having a bit of a funny transition thing. It needs different power valves, so I'm hoping we can maybe find some swap meet or something like that in the next couple of days. But it's very drivable. It's just what it is if you you accelerate very slowly, it's fine. Or if you whack it, so it gives it a big squirt from the accelerator pump, it's fine. But it's like this mid transition, it runs lean and it kind of loses cylinders, and then it comes back in once it starts pulling out the main jets. Just tuning stuff. It's really no big deal. And honestly, I think a loose converter would eliminate all of these things. So do that if we can. Otherwise, we'll just carry on driving it. We sat in traffic for well over an hour. Idling away with no issues, so I'm more than happy with it. Anyways, so that's I guess I haven't started yet. This day one registration, so registered. Where are we going? We're gonna win that little car that we're giving away. So each stop you hit, you get to win a car. It's not really my style of car, but I'll beat the crap out of it. And yeah, so come to Biloxi, don't speed, don't harass the local law, follow all the rules, don't drive around with fellow idiots, and go from there. Also, the cars here seem like they're a lot nicer than what we have. And we for sure have one of the rattier hot rods here, but we'll see how it comes down the road. But I mean, I feel like every car here is 100 grand plus. So, yeah. Anyways, so far so good, can't complain. I'm excited to see how the show goes. I know Newber and Cotton were there at the autocross stuff, eating on their stuff today. So maybe we'll meet with them there this afternoon or whatever and start a new video. But thanks so much for watching. If you do see us, please come by and say hi. I don't know where we're going to be. We're all over the place, but
Pay attention to the Facebook.
Pay attention to the Facebook. We're trying to post on there is where we're going to be. So please do that. Make sure you comment lots, and we'll see you in the next video. I don't know if we'll do it every kind of couple of days or something like that. We'll see how the action goes, but if you're local or local-ish, come on down. See you.